In the stillness of the night, Sarah woke to the sound of whispering. The voice was soft, yet it filled the room, chilling her to the bone. She turned on the light, but the whispers faded into silence. Dismissing it as a dream, she tried to sleep again. Hours later, just as she drifted off, the whispers returned, clearer now, calling her name. Sarah, terrified, she grabbed her phone to call for help, but the screen flickered and went dark. The whispers grew louder, echoing in her mind. Suddenly, a cold breath brushed against her neck. "I'm right here," it hissed. The light flickered back on, revealing nothing but shadows. Alone, she realized the whispers had never stopped. They had only been waiting for her to listen.
Sarah's heart raced as she bolted upright, scanning the room for any sign of the voice. The shadows danced ominously around her, twisting into shapes that seemed to reach for her. Determined to confront the terror, she grabbed a flashlight and crept toward the door. Each step echoed in the silence, amplifying her fear. As she opened the door, the whispers intensified, now a cacophony of voices pleading, warning, and mocking. "Help us," one voice cried, sending chills down her spine. Following the sound, she descended the dark hallway, feeling an unseen force guiding her. The whispers led her to the basement door, which had always been locked. To her surprise, it creaked open at her touch. Inside, the air was thick with dread. Flickering lights revealed old photographs lining the walls, faces twisted in agony, their eyes pleading for release. Among them, Sarah spotted her own face, marked with the same terror she felt. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind her, trapping her inside. The whispers grew louder, swirling around her like a storm. "You belong to us now," they chanted, and she realized that the basement was a prison, not just for the lost souls, but for her as well. As the shadows closed in, Sarah understood too late. She was not the first to answer the call, and she wouldn't be the last.
Sarah's breath quickened as the shadows enveloped her, their cold tendrils wrapping around her limbs. Panic surged through her, but deep down, a strange calm settled in. She remembered the stories her grandmother told, tales of spirits trapped between worlds, desperate for freedom. "Why are you here?" she shouted into the darkness, her voice trembling. The whispers paused, intrigued. "To be free," they echoed, "to be whole again." With newfound courage, Sarah stepped forward, defying the grip of the shadows. "What do you need from me?" A figure materialized from the darkness, a woman with sorrowful eyes. "We seek a vessel, a way to escape this torment. You have the strength to break the curse." Sarah hesitated, fear battling with empathy. "What happens to me, your sacrifice will free us," the woman replied, tears glistening in her eyes. "But you will become part of us." Realizing the weight of her decision, Sarah felt the shadows tugging at her, urging her to relent. Yet the thought of becoming another lost soul terrified her. "No, I won't let you take me." Summoning her inner strength, she closed her eyes and focused on the memories of her life, laughter, love, the warmth of the sun. With a fierce determination, she began to chant a protective incantation her grandmother had taught her, intending to banish the spirits instead of succumbing to them. The shadows writhed and screamed as the light from her spirit illuminated the basement. "You cannot hold me," she shouted, feeling the energy surge within her. As the final words left her lips, a blinding light erupted, enveloping the entire space. The tortured whispers turned to wails, and one by one, the trapped souls began to dissolve into shimmering motes of light, finally free. When the light faded, Sarah found herself alone in the basement, the oppressive darkness lifted. She stumbled upstairs, breathless, the weight of what had happened heavy in her heart. But as she reached the top, she glanced back at the basement door, now sealed tight. A soft whisper brushed past her ear, "Thank you." Though she had escaped, Sarah knew the shadows would linger, waiting for the next lost soul to answer their call.